the worst mood. P1 cleaner than your church shoes. Really point two just to hurt you. All red lamb just to tease you. None of these toys on lease to. Made your whole year in a week too. Main bitch out of your league too. Side bitch out of your league too. House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks a table come from ebony. Cut that apple into skinny pieces. Now she clean up with her face.
1995. The first ever widely considered virtual reality system was known as the Nintendo Virtual Boy and had some pretty impressive features for a console of its time. Released in 1995, the Virtual Boy was a red LED stereoscopic head-mounted display developed by Nintendo with the idea of becoming a new mainstream system. However, after the sales failed to meet expected numbers due to the console's rather short wow factor, the console was quickly abandoned by Nintendo and now remains as a novelty and a collector's item for Nintendo and VR enthusiasts alike. VR remained silent up until 2010, where a young man known as Palmer Luckey decided to develop his own HMD in his back garden. Luckey later decided to pitch his idea to the computer legend John Carmack, where he was quickly given funding and eventually his own company, which is now known as Oculus. However, 2 years later in 2012, Oculus was bought by Facebook and now has been completely assimilated into the company. (2016) 2016 marks one of the most successful years for VR ever. The Oculus Rift and HTC Vive led the way in terms of VR, and YouTubers all over the world would bring VR mainstream with attention from their channels. This is marked as the time where VR's floodgates were truly opened, and the capabilities of VR were shown to the masses. However, it would be a very long time before VR was affordable for the average consumer. (2018) 2018 marks the early dawn of truly consumer available VR. Running some serious horsepower, the Oculus Quest was the first standalone virtual reality headset ever produced, and drastically reduced the cost of a virtual reality capable system by entirely removing the need for a PC. And while £400 wasn't cheap, it was definitely noticeable to those with an eye for something new. 2020. Possibly one of the most important years for VR ever, 2020 marks the release of the Oculus Quest 2, the most affordable and powerful headset ever released on the platform. With an 120Hz display, nearly 4K resolution, and running on the brand new XR2 chip, it's a very impressive piece of hardware. But it's not the Quest 2's power that makes it a game changer in the VR industry. It's the amazing price tag of $299, costing less than mainstream consoles at the time, which is a stark difference from what you'd see in 2016. This headset truly made VR mainstream, as millions could afford to get the headset on their own or ask for it as a gift. 2021. Present day. It's hard to guess where VR will go after such an array of advancements have been made. The future will likely be full of new accessories and upgrades, rather than new headsets, as we draw ever closer to the VR seen in movies like Ready Player One, where you truly are transported into a new reality. I for one am very excited to see where VR goes, and I'm confident that eventually VR will overtake and replace stationary gaming, as it offers a drastically higher level of immersion and interactability. And I'll most likely find myself sounding like a boomer, as I tell my kids how in the old days of gaming, there were no alternate worlds and motion controls. But I can't deny that what they'll end up growing with will be much better.